Hey everyone, happy Monday folks, and we are today back with another Bitcoin update because these last couple of days for Bitcoin have been absolutely phenomenal. We've seen a lot of price volatility on the charts, especially on Sunday. But guys, before I get in, nothing in this video is financial advice, just my own personal TA only. So always make sure to do your own research before trading or investing. But guys, I'm Crypto Kid. Age is just a number, but so is the Bitcoin chart. So let's jump into the price. So this is what we can see on the Bitcoin chart. Now we had this absolutely beautiful bullish pennant forming on the price of Bitcoin, which was absolutely phenomenal. You know, honestly, it is perfect. Probably one of my favorite ones that I've been seeing on the chart for a very long time, but unfortunately I couldn't capture it soon enough. But you guys are absolutely fantastic, because in the free Telegram chat I have in the link in the description below, where I post my free analysis and my videos, there's also a chat section where you guys were posting about the bull flag version of this pattern, and really congrats if you did take that trade, because that was absolutely beautiful. But I prefer this symmetrical triangle version, this pennant version, more, because the target of this actually almost hit perfectly. But personally, I would have taken my profits at this right angled ascending broadening wedge resistance anyways, because I have been talking about this in my videos. So on the weekly chart, we have been forming this right angled ascending broadening wedge. Now, if you follow my videos, you guys will know that this is a 50-50 pattern. However, we are breaking towards the upside right now, although I do want to see a confirmation on the daily chart. And basically the way you measure the target of this is by you measure the height from which the pattern is breaking out from, and this gives us a target of around $34,200, which I did mention could be a target in my last previous videos too. So let's just mark it right there, and let's put a green sign because it is a bullish target. However, guys, you already know my resistance that I want to break above before I open any more long positions is the $29,150, because it is a very, very important level of resistance, because we have a lot of test backs in the price of Bitcoin in the previous cycles. So this I definitely want to test and get above with volume before I open my trade to the next $34,600-ish area, where we also have a lot of price back tests too. And also, guys, really congrats if you've been watching my videos in the last couple of weeks, because I have been mentioning this parallel continuation channel, and I've also been mentioning this ascending parallel continuation channel too, alongside this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Now, all of this in one go caused a perfect storm for Bitcoin, and I did say let's watch out for this level here, because if we pump from this level with volume, then Bitcoin could do exceptionally well, which is exactly what is happening right now. Now, the week has just started. This candle is just starting today, so I'm not going to comment on this, but let's see where this candle of this week will take us on the price of Bitcoin. But enough with the overview. Let's jump into the shorter time frame charts to see what we could see in the immediate short term. Now, I don't know if you got a sneak peek from my Telegram chat, but I did update you guys earlier this morning, because there is this pattern forming on the price of Bitcoin. So if I just draw this right here, you'll understand exactly what it is. It is a ascending parallel channel forming on the 1 hourly and the 4 hourly time frame for Bitcoin. Now, this is a very interesting channel, because if we continue consolidating in this level, we will already reach to our target of the $29,155. It's just important that we stay inside. Now, my break targets are in the Telegram channel below, so I'm going to give you a sneak peek, but you can join there in the description, in the description below the video. It's again completely for free, and I try to do my best to give you the best analysis as always. So if we jump back into the video, we're also forming on the 1 hourly chart a potential double top that is terribly drawn. So a potential double top pattern right over here. But yeah, for this to be confirmed, it's already too early to talk about this. But if it were to be confirmed, we'd have to get below the neckline right over there. So then it would be potentially confirmed. But right now, nothing is confirmed. We want to get down to here before we say anything in regards to that. However, the final piece of analysis that I will mention is a potential head and shoulders pattern. But again, for this to be confirmed, we'd have to get to this level here, which is also the double top neckline as well. So personally, I do think we'll be continuing in this channel within the next couple of days, and then potentially we could reach this $29,000 level and then see what happens from here if we break out with a lot of bullish volume, or we remain and we begin consolidating as well, which is also possible. But I'll jump into the S&P because the FOMC will actually be launched, will be delivered on Wednesday of this week, and that will be super interesting. Now, a lot of banks are predicting that the interest rates will not be increased at all, or will be only increased by 25 basis points. Now, the reasoning behind this is if the Fed continues to increase interest rates even more, upon banks collapsing the short-term treasury bonds, which a lot of the banks had, that will lose even more value if the Feds continue increasing their interest rates, which will then cause them to having to bail more banks out as they collapse. Now, theoretically, this is good for Bitcoin because while all this was happening, Bitcoin was having a beautiful pump in the last week. So essentially this would be nice, but we also know that when the Fed decreases interest rates, then there is the interest rates, the loans become cheaper, therefore people can borrow more money, and that's good for the economy. Therefore, we do know if the Fed decreases interest rates, then that will also be bullish for Bitcoin. So it's almost a win-win scenario, but I would be rooting for the interest rates to be decreasing, and if that happens, yes, that will be bullish for stocks and for the price of Bitcoin in the short term. But again, the S&P, now we did break above this massive trend line that I was talking about. However, we made it back inside and now we're back up again. In fact, we could perhaps even adjust it, but I don't want to, right? So what we're forming on the S&P is actually, if we go down here, we can form another trend line. So on the S&P 500, we're actually forming this, you could call it an ascending triangle. Now, ascending triangles are perfect because they are actually super bullish. So if I just change the color on this, it will be even better. So if I make this yellow, and if I get rid of this and I make this yellow, then you'll be able to see the S&P is forming an ascending triangle. Now, ascending triangles, as I said, are super bullish, and if we break to the upside, this would give the S&P a target of around $4,870, which is actually a bit above the prior high of the S&P. Now, do I think this is likely? Well, I don't think so, right? So because we are super bearish, and I don't want to comment on that, of course, but let's see. If the S&P doesn't fall below the 200 period moving average and we stay above that, then yeah, it could be possible. But if we come back here and then break down, then it's a catastrophe for the S&P and all hell will break loose, in my opinion. But finally, the DXY, we are forming this head and shoulders pattern on the DXY, which again, I have been mentioning in so many videos in the past. And I did say that if we come back down to this level, it'll be super critical for Bitcoin, as the Bitcoin chart and the DXY are inversely correlated. So whenever DXY decreases, Bitcoin increases, right? So the dollar has been losing a lot of value. In fact, we made it below this broadening channel also. So that is perfect for Bitcoin, because when this happens, when the dollar loses value, Bitcoin earns, because Bitcoin is valued against the dollar currently, right? So that's the chart we're looking at. But guys, that is pretty much it for analysis for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, please do leave a like. It takes like 2 seconds to do it, and that's all I ask in exchange for these videos. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. So take care, guys, and bye-bye.